Good evening, guys. Sam here from AS Fraycook Productions with a brand new video with our new podcast, the Scope In Podcast. Hope you'll all enjoy it. If you want to see more of these podcasts, just let us know. Right, today with me is Graham, the editor of all of the videos. Graham, say hi.
Hi.
Thank you very much for joining me for the podcast. So, Graham, tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Graham. I'm the editor for this lovely channel. Currently, you've only seen me as a bit of text at the end of the last Siege video, but hopefully, with the boss's permission, I'll become a bit more prominent on the channel. Isn't that right, Sam?
We'll see. I'm Sam, as you know. You heard me a little bit. You've seen my face in a singular meme. I'm an Xbox gamer, have been for donkey's years. We've played everything since the original Battlefronts. Absolutely love them. Still think EA has done a bad job not remaking the original Battlefronts, but hey, that's for another time. Graham, tell me a bit about your gaming experience.
Hate consoles. Sorry, but PC Master Race. The only console I really had was a Nintendo Wii back in 2011, 2012.
Something like that.
If not before that, probably. But other than that, PC gaming, Siege, obviously, a little bit of COD, a little bit of Battlefield 1, a little bit of Battlefield 4, depending on what mood I'm in, and then just some sort of generic, GTA 5, that kind of thing.
Nice. Right, so into the podcast. The first thing we're going to be talking about today is Siege. So, the first thing for the list on Siege is the new operators, Mozzie and Gridlock, coming from the SASR, which is just the SAS but not, and they're homing from Australia. The Queen's biggest prison. Graham, have you got anything to say about the new operators?
I mean, both operators bring their own unique aspect to Siege, and unlike Lion, they don't completely break the game. I quite like Mozzie. I think his ability is a good counter to Twitch, who's in a pretty good place right now. But I think with this sort of slight counter, I think it puts her in a better place right now. Gridlock, I'm struggling currently to see her uses outside of a well-coordinated ranked team, but I'm not sure what your opinion on that is. I'm not sure how much you've played of them both, but
No, I agree. I can see that Mozzie can be quite effective in a team, but he does have quite a high skill cap. You do need to be able to communicate well with your team. And does actually have to be able to capture drones. So with communication, you have to be able to tell the players on your team that you're going to be trying to capture drones and for them not to shoot them in the face, which is of course
difficult on a casual.
Welcome to casual in Rainbow Six Siege.
It's a bit downside, unfortunately.
Gridlock, on the other hand, she's very strong, but only in the right hands, I feel. You also do need to have quite good communication saying that you're going to block off certain routes. However, she can be a bit weak in some ways, considering her little grid spiky doodahs can be destroyed with a singular shot. So I think there could be a bit of a buff somewhere, maybe with the speed that she deploys them, or maybe give them a bit more health.
But on the contrary to that, they do 10 HP per... you step on one, that's 10 HP, and that's for each of them that gets deployed. And you could probably kill someone with that if they didn't know what they were doing, or they were standing in a corner. If you think about it.
That is true. It's just that they can be destroyed in a single shot. Maybe double the health, so it takes 2 shots to kill them or something.
And it's worse as well, because if you shoot the one that they're all coming out of, then it stops the rest of them coming out, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just I do feel that she needs a little bit of a buff somewhere, whether that be in the deploy speed or the HP of her little grids.
I personally think a good buff would be maybe make her a 2-speed, because I think as a 3 armor she's a bit, if you use a better word, thick with multiple C's.
Oh, very, very thick. Yeah, the thickest of all the thick. She's meaty.
Her coming from miles away on the map.
But we haven't seen a 3 armor operator or 3 armor attacker, should I say, since the release of the game.
That's true. Last one being, is it Fuse? Is Fuse 3 armor?
Monty?
Monty is also 3 armor, yeah. I think Fuse is also 3 armor.
Yeah, that's quite possible. But yeah, none of the DLC operators that we've seen for the past, what, 3 years?
That's a good point. I never thought of that. Blimey. No, wait,
We've,
Lion. Lion's 3 armor.
are you sure? I thought it was 2 armor, 2 speed.
I'll confirm that on screen now. Yeah, whether he is or not. So, on screen now. Or in the description, or both. Because, yeah, I'm not actually sure about that one. But do let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, because we're obviously thick. What do you think of the new map then? Very, very diverse, but what do you think, Graham?
I think it's quite competitive. Personally,
Yeah.
it's a good map. I haven't played it too much yet. I quite like it. It does give me some reminiscence of Clubhouse. I'm not sure if that's just me. Probably because that big garage, actually, that's quite Clubhouse-like. But... Gone?
No, I agree with you. It does have some Clubhouse vibes. It is very diverse with some very tight angles. I feel that there's a lot of tight angles that you need to peek round, especially when you've got the little lizard enclosures in that corridor. I do quite like it. It's very, very diverse, and of course we all love the shark. Who doesn't love a hanging shark?
Have you heard the music the shark plays?
No.
If you go into that room, there is literally a speaker just about the shark, about a song about the shark. I'll insert a clip now, but it's absolutely amazing. I could
Made my day.
The entire casual or the entire rank game even, and just sit there and just listen to the song, and then you get to like and then you go up to the speaker and play it. But you know.
Fair enough. Well, no, I did not know that. I'm gonna find me some shark music.
I heard, the first time I heard it, it was literally the day the update came out. I updated it and I did a 1v1 with a friend, and I heard it. I was like, oh my god, let's just have a truce for a second and come look at this. It was amazing. Oh, it was good.
Oh, the siege dance parties are going to be lit.
Definitely.
So yeah, do you think you'll be making it into ranked and the competitive scene?
It's currently in ranked because it's a new map.
Yes.
True. Yes. It might come to Pro League. I don't know. I don't think Fortress is in Pro League yet. And that was last season. But it is
I'm not a great fan of Fortress, to be honest.
Me neither. I think I played it like once. I left it because I got in. But it's quite competitive. This new Outback. It's definitely got a competitive edge to it. It's not really anything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few things. Maybe the map downstairs is a bit confusing. There's with one staircase that sort of leads into one sort of main corridor, and it sort of gets a bit confusing upstairs. And there's always a really annoying hard angle that someone's watching at that staircase. But other than that, they're things you can learn over time with map knowledge.
I do like the way they've sort of blocked off most of the spawn peeking, because spawn peeking is painfully infuriating. And the way they've sort of blocked off the spawn peeking from that map, I think is quite good. So, Jaeger, die.
It makes me laugh at the whole spawn peeking thing. Ubisoft's trying to get rid of spawn peeking and their new maps, but then a couple of seasons ago, back in year 3, the Pro League players were like, "Can we get rid of night maps from Pro League and from ranked because it makes it too hard to spawn peek because it's too dark."
Welcome to Pro League. Spawn peeking is the bane of my existence. I despise it so much.
Absolutely great. Oh, makes me laugh. You can't say that yet. Our last video, there was a clip of you spawn peeking as Jaeger.
Yeah. All right. Shush. That was for meme purposes only.
Or is it one of those things that is fun to do, but it's horrible to receive?
Yeah.
I thought of something the other day. Imagine if Mozzie's drone could hack Lion's drone.
How would that work though? Because you'd have to shoot it up through the sky lamp onto the EE satellite thing.
Just imagine it, okay? Imagine the power that you could have with that.
It'd be broken.
Is it? Well, yeah.
Imagine being able to see where the attackers were if they moved. To be fair, all the attackers would have to do is just stand still.
Yeah, but standing still for a period of time in a competitive game is a game changer, as Ubisoft said themselves.
Well, yeah, but if it's like
The right
used
network.
if it's used at the right time when the attacking team are just about to make their push, then yeah, it'd be brilliant. But if it was used at the beginning of the round when the attacking team have only just left the spawns, it's just going to be pointless. It's just going to stand still.
Yeah, true. But yeah, when they're actually in the map, or if like it's like a 1v1 situation, you want to know where the other person is. But you like to stand
Yeah,
still,
that's
which
true.
also
That's
wastes
true.
time if it's sort of if you're playing time, 2 seconds left, you scan, and they can't move without getting shot, and if they move, they get shot. If they stand still, they run out of time. What'd you do?
Yeah. Good point.
So, so it all
So
depends on how it's used.
moving on to the next topics, we've got the patch notes for the new season.
My favourite.
I think Graham, this is your bit.
I feel like I've
Far away,
spoken too
man.
much already.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, oof. So,
Big.
the first thing, so we're on Year 4, Season 1, Burnt Horizon, which is better than the name Wind Bastion. So we've got lean spam. Tried to fix lean spamming. It's been pretty bad in ranks. Pretty bad in casual, actually.
It's just been pretty bad.
It's just been pretty bad in general. Lean spamming was horrible. Like, you'd spam Q&E and then it'd be impossible to hit the shot on the attackers or on the person who's shooting, the person who's lean spamming, being impossible. So they've slowed it down a bit now. So previous camera replacement, full lean, allowed players to fire without being completely exposed. So that's good. Which means, and also it's massively slowed down. So rather than being sort of like the person who is lean spamming will see the exact same thing that they always did, but it's the person who is versing the lean spammer. It will be much more slowed down, and it will be much easier to hit the shot because obviously there won't be like glitching back and forward, left and right kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it sort of syncs up the movement with the character model.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So next, and this is probably the most pointless change they've made probably ever in this game, and that's the running animations.
Oh,
Have you seen how goofy they look?
it's like trying to watch someone carry a small child on their front, like they're falling
It
forwards.
doesn't physically make sense. Like, I don't
It's like they're
understand.
staggering
They are.
forward.
They're literally leaning forward like they've got bloody curvature of the spine or something. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I don't even want to talk about it too much. It just doesn't make sense. But the old one was
It's
quite.
pointless, but
It was quite upright, but the new one is quite sort of leaning forward, staggered. And
yeah, it's very
hilarious
hunched over.
on 3 speeds.
You look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Exactly, and on 3 speeds, it just looks so stupid. Because on 3 speeds, they're so fast, but they're running, but they're like leaning forward.
Ash looking like a really BTEC Sonic the Hedgehog over there.
It works best on Bandit. It's so good on Bandit.
Drugs.
Drugs, exactly.
I can't fault my man Drugs.
Exactly. Now, so there was another balancing thing when it comes to ranked. So last season, and pretty much I think I didn't play the game when it first came out, so I'm not sure, but recently,
No, neither did I.
the rank to enter a rank game used to have to be level 20. It's gone up to level 30 now, which allows new players sort of to stop going into ranked and ruining other people's games. There's also been a reduction in HP after being revived.
Yeah, from 50 down to 20.
Yep, and also I think next season is getting introduced, which is, I'm sort of going over to the 6th Invitational as it was announced, is reverse damage. So if you shoot somebody, if you team kill someone, you'll get a message that says reverse damage now active. Next time you shoot someone, the damage will be repeated on you, which pretty much removes the idea of resetting now. Because if you were to accidentally team kill and then you went to reset, you'd end up damaging yourself as well. Plus with the HP when going down to 20 when you're getting rezzed, you may as well just stay on what you're already at rather than going like down to 20 because you're not often going to need to be any down to 20 unless you're sort of under 20. But even then, it isn't worth it that low.
Yeah, one bullet's going to remove 20 health anyway.
Exactly, depending on the gun and obviously if it's a headshot as well.
Headshots just dead.
Exactly. One of my new favourite things is regarding the holographic site. I don't know if you've seen this. It used to be like a beige colour, but now it's going to be like a completely solid black. Now,
I have noticed this. Nice continuity, I think.
unfortunately, I disagree. Because it only works on the default weapon skin. So if you've got a weapon skin that it would actually look better with the beige one, it wouldn't match it. It would just stay black. And a lot of people are saying it should match the weapon skin.
Elite camo for all the weapons.
Yeah, that's quite beige, isn't it? Yeah, it's sort of beigey camo. It would look good with a beige holographic sight.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be a solid black one now. So, okay change, but not great.
I would like the ability to change it between the two.
Yeah, agreed, definitely.
But you could have that with all the sides, I guess, couldn't you?
Yeah, true. We've got some balancing with operators now. So Capital had a balance, which is I've just read has actually been reverted. So his firebolt got changed. I think the range got changed in the way it works. I haven't got the details.
Oh yes.
But it's been
I think the damage spread was
the damage spread, wasn't it? Yeah. It's been reverted back to the wind
area effect.
Wind Bastion version. So that's no longer relevant.
Oh, so they changed it back now?
Yeah, it was on the TTS, but there was relatively negative feedback apparently. Just while I'm reading.
Was he too overpowered?
I think he was too underpowered. I think it made him worse.
What? So by increasing his area of effect,
he didn't increase the damage because what it did, you used to be able to kill someone with a Capital Firebolt from 100 HP, but now it's being used as an entry denial rather than an area clearing, and a lot of people didn't like it. So
it's just changing his playstyle.
Yeah.
How many other entry denial attackers do you have?
Well, you got Gridlock now.
Gridlock now, but other than that, that's it.
Yeah, that's. I suppose. Yeah, you're not wrong. Actually, you're not wrong with that. But I think Capital Main's got a bit angry. I've never met a Capital Main, but still, they get a bit angry. And every Capital Main needs to wear an eye patch. You're a Capital Main.
I'm sorry.
Tell me.
Yeah.
That's ouch.
I'm somewhat sorry that I'm not blind in one eye.
LMG or AR?
Or the LMG and the AR are pretty much the same weapon. They have pretty much the same stats.
I don't like
so you might as well just go for the quick. I quite like the LMGs to an extent.
I like
they're quite fun to play.
The only one I like. I've played him a couple.
They're quite fun to play. Being able to pre-fire so hard, you become constipated.
Finker's one's good at that as well because Finker's one is just absolute luck. Like you could not be looking at them, you get a headshot.
First weapon I ever got black ice on.
Oh, is it? Can't remember.
Yeah.
I reckon it was.
Then I got the PT-26.
I think mine was the FBI pistol for Pulse and Castle. I got black ice.
What the with the 1911 or the 5.7?
5.7, I think.
Oh, I like the 5.7.
I like the 5.7 as well.
It's so funny. I just love pistols.
I like the Deagle. Back to operator balancing.
1B.
We've got Dokubi's nerf or buff. I'm gonna say nerf.
Yes.
I'm gonna say nerf. So it was on the TTS. It would her vibration from her calls would automatically turn off after 18 seconds if you don't turn it off yourself. That's now been changed in the release.
Oh, okay.
Now down to 12 seconds.
Oh wow, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, me neither until I've just read that.
Good job. See, this is what podcasts are for.
I quite like the Ubisoft's patch notes here. It says, we're cutting down the amount of time it takes to auto hang up a call based on feedback. So Mom will go to voicemail faster now.
Oh, good job, Ubisoft.
We know that's because everyone just says, stop calling me, Mom, when they get a call from Dokubi. Me included. We'll get onto mute in a minute.
Only because your mum doesn't really call you.
Oh, oof. Yeah, we'll get onto mute in a minute. There's a few other fixes down there. Although mute is not listed here.
No, it's now they've added a little sort of icon at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. So it says when you're inside of his jammer range.
Which I really like.
Yeah, I thought that should have been a thing from day one, to be honest.
And also, if Dokubi's calling you and then you walk into the radius of a mute jammer after it's already started calling, it will hang up.
Yeah.
It didn't used to do that. It only used to be you wouldn't get called if you were in it when you started calling.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that.
I like
I
that
like that a lot.
I like that.
I think it also, I'm not sure if it did this before, but I know it stops the effect of Line's EE drone.
It did that before, yes. So you could use
And
WASD inside a mute jammer.
and it also affects Thinker's drug spots.
Does it?
Yes, for the
How does
attackers,
how does that
if you're
work?
inside a mute jammer, it doesn't work.
I never knew that.
There you go. The more you know.
That's actually a really good thing to know. I quite like that.
Insert more you know meme here.
That's quite a good thing actually. I like that.
Yeah, edit that in, please, Graham. Thank you very much. This is actually your job.
I know it's better off. I'm just a guest on this podcast. I'm only here to edit it afterwards.
Well, you only edited 4 of the 5 videos. You kind of left me high and dry with the other one.
Whoa. Are we talking about the last meme one, or are you talking about the one that you uploaded, How to P90?
No, actually, yeah, you didn't even edit that one. Not even I edited that one. I just chucked it straight on.
As per my amazing editor notes at the end of last video, I taught you how to use Premiere Pro.
You didn't though. You gave me a 30-millisecond lesson.
Look what you made out
this
of it.
This is how to cut. This is how not to cut.
And look what you made out of it.
And I'm so proud of it. It's unbelievable.
Exactly. I mean,
I've never edited a piece of footage in my life.
Exactly. I went through and changed some bits afterwards to make it a bit smoother, but fair enough.
Yeah, well, that's your job. What do you think I don't pay you for?
Ouch. You pay me in tactical tea, it's all good.
That is so true. Big ups tactical tea, by the way.
Shout out.
Stellar brew.
So there were some bug fixes.
Stellar brew.
Got some bug fixes. Just reading. So there's a when prone, moving / turning camera even slightly will cause the operator to make noise. So obviously you used to make noise when WASD for footsteps, but now if you rotate your mouse or controller for you people, it will make noise when you sort of turn around. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Which I think is quite good, actually.
Yeah, considering turning makes noise.
Exactly.
Didn't really know why that wasn't a thing from the get-go, but
neither, to be fair. I think it used to be back in the day.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
So there are a couple of minor bug fixes which will be on screen now. I don't think we need to read through all of them, but there's a few minor bug fixes just based on a couple of icons and a couple of just mishaps in places.
Yeah.
We've got some fixes for operators now. So the last one were balancing. So these are fixes for these operators. So there's already been fixes to Mozzie and Gridlock.
Of course.
2 seconds. There's been more for Gridlock. So Gridlock defenders pushed back by Nomad's air jab into Gridlock's stingers, destroy them without taking any damage. So that won't be a thing now. So if Nomad gets... Hang on, that doesn't make any sense. No, sorry, yes it does. Yes, if Nomad was for a second.
Good
job. If Nomad pushes a defender into one of the stinger traps, they wouldn't go off and they wouldn't do any damage. Now they will, so that's been fixed. Gridlock's track stingers sometimes won't deploy, that's been fixed. Gridlock's M449 now contains an extra single bullet. Oh no, sorry, it used to and now it doesn't. So there we go. And Gridlock's F90 reload animation restarts if the reload animation is interrupted. So just a basic fix.
Fair enough.
This is a great one for Mozzie. Pest is unusable if deployed on mute jammer. So that's been fixed.
That should have been a given.
Yep. And then Pest can hack drones through single bullet holes or layered destroyable surfaces. Okay. I quite liked that idea, actually. But
yeah, good idea. I like it.
No, that's been fixed now. It used to be like that. So it used to be able to make a bullet hole in a soft wall, and it would the man hack. Or I call it a man hack, like Half-Life. They kind of remind me of it. I don't know if you've played Half-Life 2.
No, I did not.
Fair enough. Well, I quite like they remind me of man hack. So his little Pest used to go through the single bullet holes, which I thought was really cool. It was quite innovative, but oh well, that's gone. Couple of fixes to Alibi, which will be on screen now. They're pretty minor, really. Now, Kavira has had a fix here, but it's not listing the one that I want to talk about. So,
Oh,
I want to talk
which one's it
about...
listing?
So, it's listing a fire rate on the Lewisian is lower than intended. But I want to talk about the perspective glitch.
Yeah, go ahead with the perspective then.
So, there was this glitch with Kavira's perspective where if you were on... So, say there was a desk in front of you or a table, and you went into silent step, the person playing Kavira will be able to see over the top and have a perfect line of sight, but somebody coming from the other side of the desk wouldn't be able to see her. She'd be completely submerged behind the desk, which would be completely ridiculous because she could just shoot over it and you'd have no idea where you got shot from. So that was fixed on the TTS, which means I assume it's now been fixed in Season 1. However, it is not listed from what I've seen so far. It might be further down, but I don't think it is. So there's that.
Alright, well...
A couple of fixes to Cade, Ying, and IQ. Pretty basic. There's some map things as well. I'll just have these on screen. Quite a few of these. A couple of user experience things as well, but that's pretty much it for the Siege patch notes, I think.
Alrighty then.
Yes.
Next up, I think we're going to talk about the roadmap for Year 4.
Did forget about the roadmap. I should probably get that up.
Oh, good job. Yeah, this is your department. I've seen a picture of it once, about 2 weeks ago. I have the memory of a goldfish. Enlighten me. All I know is I think the next lot are Danish.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Suspense.
That was a voice crack. Yes, so Season 1, we've just had 2 Australian operators. We've had the Outback, and we've had a mid-season event. Or we're going to have a mid-season event. I don't know what that event is yet. Has it been announced?
Oh, I haven't seen anything.
No, me neither. People speculating another Outbreak, but I don't know.
Not quite sure. Don't think they'll have an Outbreak.
I think it's going to be like, you know the Halloween event they did last October?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be something like that, maybe Easter related, possibly.
Yeah, unless they do something similar to the summer event where they had like the summer alpha packs.
Yeah, the Sunsplash packs.
That's the one.
That's the one. So, Season 2, we're expecting 1 American and 1 Danish operator.
American?
Yeah, another American and 1 Danish.
So we've had the FBI, the Navy SEALs.
Don't know what we're going to have next.
I can't think of any other American Special Forces.
The CIA or FBI, maybe?
Well, we had FBI SWAT, haven't we? CIA, possibly.
Possibly CIA.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others.
Unless it's sort of Homeland Security.
I was going to say the Marines, but that's Navy SEALs, isn't it?
Yeah, or you've got US Army Rangers. I don't know if they're classed as Special Forces or they're just good.
So this is where you're more sort of Army than I am.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that kind of thing.
I can't think of any more American Special Forces.
Just the US Army, maybe.
I think it could be US Army Rangers. That's the most elite I can think of for US Army.
Fair enough. Suppose we had SAS, not British Army, didn't we? So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, their equivalent to the SAS is the Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
I can't really think of any other American Special Forces. I'm probably missing some that I know, but you know.
So there's that. Next, then we've also got a map rework for Cafe Dosteskov. I don't speak Russian.
Neither do I, but hit me.
That one. So for Cafe, we've got a map rework, which I really don't like map reworks. Last time we did a map rework was with Hereford Base, and I can't stand you, Hereford Base.
Oh, don't.
I'd much
rip Hereford Base, gone but never forgotten.
I'd rather a map buff than a map rework.
I'd rather have both versions of it, because the new Hereford Base is just painstakingly confusing.
Yeah, it is. And then another mid-season event. Don't know what it is. So Season 3 is going to be Peru and Mexico. Which a map rework for Canal, another rework, not a buff, which again...
Canal?
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
Canal is the one... how do you explain Canal? With the map room and the downstairs basement sort of boathouse garage. You'll know it when you see it. It's one of those...
Will I?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't do names. I do images.
Fair enough. And then another mid-season event. And then Season 4 is Kenya and India with a map rework for Theme Park. I like
Theme Park. I like Theme Park. Don't change Theme Park.
I don't understand why they're reworking it, not buffing. It was meant to be one new map, one rework, and then 2 buffs per year, but they scrapped that already, which is kind of depressing, really. And then there's also going to be all across the year operator balancing, player behaviour, which we all know is toxicity, and a couple of playlist changes to the ranked and casual rotations, which is expected. Oh, and there's I forgot to mention, the newcomer playlist.
Yes, the below level 50 playlist for new players to get used to playing Rainbow Six Siege before they get chucked into games full of very, very sweaty players using spawn tactics and instant headshots.
Newcomer, as you said, is the 1 to 50, which I feel is weird because the ranked lock is now at 30, so I feel like it would be 1 to 30, not 1 to 50. But sure.
Yeah, possibly.
It's going to be locked to bomb, I think. Yeah, locked to bomb. And
there's
only going to be 3 maps.
Noob's team killing the hostages.
The 3 maps. I know one of them is Cafe, and I can't remember what the other 2 are. So
could it be House, possibly?
No, because it's not a ranked map. They're trying to do it on ranked maps because the idea is to get used to ranked and high level pro league, hence the locked to bomb and stuff. So
fair enough.
Also, I don't like the idea of it being. I think they need to do what they've done with ranked with 2-step verification in the newcomer playlist, because as of recording, Siege is currently on sale and it's like 90% off or something. You can pick up the base edition of the game, which has changed now, so you get all the original operators, and it's like £9. Smurfing.
I might actually have to get that and add it to my Steam library when I convert PC.
Smurfing in this new library, in this new playlist, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Steam Christmas sale, Steam Summer sale, Uplay sales. Everyone's going to be picking it up, and it's going to be no better than casual. So I feel like they need to put 2-step verification like they've done with ranked. So you have to do like a mobile number confirm. So if it's like, oh, you've got another account that's like this level,
Yeah, good idea.
Because otherwise it's not going to work.
But then you've got Smurfs sticking in their mum's phone numbers.
Admittedly, yeah, there's ways around it. There's still ways around it for ranked as well, obviously the same thing. You could have a diamond who uses a different phone number and plays with coppers. So...
Or you could just suck at the game for a week.
Well, yeah.
You could just play like Graham.
Oh, ha ha ha. Just because I've ended the last 2 seasons on Copper 4.
That's exactly why I did it.
I think that's it for the roadmap, though. So that's Year 4 in a nutshell.
Cool.
I think that's it for our Siege chat.
No, there's one more thing I did want to talk about. The difference between the two M249s in the game.
Oh yes, I'll let you talk about this because I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, saw something on the interwebs earlier when I was looking through the old YouTube. Saw something about the differences between Capital's M249 compared to Gridlock's, and how Gridlock's is a much more competitive over Capital's. I somewhat agree, but they're still the same weapon. All that's the difference is the reload time. To be fair, if you're good enough, you shouldn't be firing 100 odd bullets anyway.
That's true.
You should only need 5 if you're godlike skill.
You should need 1 if you're getting headshots.
Yeah, 5 bullets. Yeah, 1 for each player.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That makes sense.
I do like the new scope though on the M249. I think it's really, really nice.
Unfortunately, I haven't played the M249 at all yet, so.
No, I do like the new scope thing. I think they should give it a name other than scope.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's just scope.
That's great.
So yeah, imaginative Ubisoft, we love it.
That's great.
Yeah, bit more imagination next time, boys. Yeah,
definitely.
Thanks. Bit more imagination. Hugs and kisses, Sam.
XOXO.
That's the one. Yeah, I don't feel why that they need to say that one's more competitive than the other. The same gun, all the difference is the reload time. and the magazine size. They're the same gun overall. They've got the same damage, same rate of fire. It's just one's got magazine and one's belt fed. I would still prefer to use the belt fed one because pre-fire. Who doesn't love spraying down a corridor for solid 30 seconds?
Yeah,
Just
that
in
usually
case they
works.
put out again.
It's annoying that works.
Hmm.
I don't like the fact that
Welcome to casual.
Exactly. Welcome to low-level ranked.
Yeah. So moving away from Siege now, I'm going to talk a little bit about Apex. Graham knows nothing about Apex.
Played one game and rage quit.
Yeah, it's the new battle royale game that's pretty much taken over from Fortnite. Made by the developers from Titanfall, Respawn Entertainment. I think it's an absolute brilliant game. Very fast paced, but if you want to know a bit more about Apex, go and check out the 2 Apex Legends videos we've got up already. But just wanted to say that they're adding the new Legend Octane. He's pretty much got the bounce pad from Fortnite, so there's not much really to say about him. He looks like an absolute drug user, a bit like Bandit, to be honest, but what can you expect? Just thought I'd touch on that, say that there is a new Legend coming out soon.
Speaking of Apex, I was watching something, or I read something the other day, and I saw this thing where people are being able to get 2 different wraiths in one squad. Have you heard of that?
No, I have not, but that'd be so broken.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying it's very broken. You get
because
wraiths.
Wraith has the smallest hitbox in the game compared to Gibraltar, who has a hitbox somewhere in the region of 114% bigger. So there is a little bit of controversy around the size of the hitboxes for each of the characters, and especially for Pathfinders, where you can't shoot between his legs because it counts as a hit. All the other characters you can fire between their legs willy-nilly, but with Pathfinder you can't. So yeah, there needs to be some hitbox reworks in Apex, but there needs to be some hitbox reworks in Siege. Ash, sorry, allergies. Ash. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I think we should just go back to Siege for a second.
Oh, you want to pop back to Siege? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because this wasn't in the patch notes that I've just read out. Ash lost her ACOG on the R4C.
Yes, rip Ash's ACOG. Get good at holographic.
Now, since then I've tried using both the R4C with the holographic and the reflex. I hate the red dot, and I've also used the 36C with the ACOG. Yeah. Now, I think it's very map dependent.
Yeah. Everyone's still going to go for the R4C though.
I disagree. I love House, one of my favourite maps. I know it's such a simple map, but there is a good peak on there. You go up the tree house on the outside. You spawn APC.
Oh yeah.
You go up the tree house. You're looking for that top window. Without an ACOG, it's pretty much impossible to see into master bedroom and bathroom. Challenge
accepted. Check the next meme video. Challenge accepted. Yeah, hold my tactical tea.
So there is. I think it's map based. If you have a map, and you're like, oh, this is gonna work, then that kind of thing. But if you have a map that's like, oh, I don't really care, then go for something else. And speaking of that, I've just realised another thing that was not in the patch notes I just read. On casual now, and I'm sure you've noticed this, on casual, on defence, you now know where you're going to spawn before you pick your operator.
Yeah, they've turned it into BTEC ranked.
It is, because you can't choose the location, but you can still see it.
Yeah, there's something else I do want to quickly mention. On consoles, I don't know if this is just me that's noticed this, but now, instead of pressing, on Xbox for example, you press right bumper to place down, say, your ADS thing on Jaeger. Now you press right bumper to bring it up, and you have to hold X to place.
Now,
why is that
a thing on PC for a while, and I think you'll find it was probably in your console in your game settings. It's a difference between basic gadget deployment and advanced gadget deployment. So on PC, you used to click your, for example, breaching charge. It worked on and the primary gadget. So on PC, it was G for breaching charge. That would bring it out, and you'd hold down left click to deploy it.
It's something I literally only noticed in the new season.
So
I don't know
you probably had it turned off originally, but there was when you loaded up the game when you updated, there was a thing in the notifications panel at the bottom that said that all deployment is having changed to advanced, but you can change it back to basic in the settings.
Okay, I wasn't aware of this, but yeah, it just confused the hell out of me, and I still fail to place things. And when I do try and place things properly, I pick things up by
The
accident
best
when I'm
thing
trying to
about
place.
advanced deployment is drones. You know, in basic mode, if you throw a drone, you will automatically be put on the camera for the drone. On advanced,
Yeah,
you throw it and then you press your camera button. So if you throw it and then operate it, and then a defender comes around the corner, but you're now been looped into an animation after you've thrown the drone. So it gives you a bit more time to adjust after you throw the drone. Then you can get into
yeah,
cover and then switch your camera. So I like that about advanced. I do wish, and I can't remember this, so I might correct myself, but I think it just comes under gadget deployment, but I wish there was a separate one for gadget deployment and drone deployment.
yeah, yeah. So moving on again from Siege,
Sorry.
we we've had the sort of cinematic trailer dropped for Battlefield 5's
Yes.
Battle Royale
Yeah.
mode, Firestorm, and oh my god, it looks pretty. It looks very very fun. Apparently, everything in the trailer. Not sure if you've seen it. We'll try and link it in the description for you guys. Apparently, everything that's in the trailer is possible. So there's one part where a tractor drives out with a Pack 40 or Pack 39 anti-tank gun and fires it on the move. Historically inaccurate, yes. A hell of a lot of fun, also yes. I can't wait to be driving around shotgunning people in the face with a Pack 40. That's gonna be really fun. I can't wait to have a go at that.
Mentioning Battlefield 5, did you? I'm assuming you play Battlefield 5.
Of course, of
So I've not
course.
played it yet. Well, I played the closed alpha because I somehow managed to get an email with it and played it on the last day because I was on holiday. Which
Fair
is
enough.
just my luck. I haven't bought it. So what do you think about Battlefield 5? Because it's still a relatively new game, so I feel like we can still cover it. What's
Yeah,
your opinion on Battlefield 5?
I really enjoy it. It's very Battlefield One. Um,
Fair enough.
there's some problems with tanks. I feel some tanks can be brokenly overpowered. But whenever I
Same
get into a
Battlefield 1.
tank, as soon as I get into a tank, I die instantly.
Yeah, same in Battlefield 1.
I do like the sort of the having to restock your ammo and the crate system and all that good stuff. Do enjoy the game modes. The weapons are quite fun, very diverse. The class system's quite good.
Mm.
Um, just very very fun. I do like the building system in it as well. Not like
Oh
Fortnite's
god, there's
building
a building
system.
system in.
Yes, so you can sort of dig trenches and sort of build up fortifications and things, and build sort of barbed wire emplacements, sandbag emplacements.
See,
So
you can do barbed wire in one, but I don't know about the others.
yeah, you can sort of dig trenches on some of the maps. You can build sandbag emplacements. Some of the maps you can build machine gun placements. Yeah, it's quite fun. I do like what they're doing with the sort of game sort of not. I don't want to call it seasons, but it's more of like challenges.
Yeah.
Where they have like several challenges that take a couple of days to complete, and at the end you get a new weapon or a new headgear or something like that. So they can constantly add weapons. The only thing is I play too much Siege to pay attention to the weapons.
Yeah.
They have been adding some very very nice weapons, and I can't wait to see what else is in store for Battlefield 5. I think it's going to be quite successful.
Out soon, I think.
Yeah, and some Battlefield 4 because I've been playing Battlefield 4 with my mates, and that game is still as broken as ever.
Is Battlefield 4
You'll be glad to know.
Is it ever going to be? Is it cross-platform, or is it ever going to be cross-platform?
I don't think so.
That's upsetting because I'm on. Obviously, for those who don't know, I'm on PC, and Sam's on console. I think we mentioned that earlier, but it's kind of annoying because when we want to sort of do stuff together like this, it's very difficult because we can't. Like, if it would be great for Siege. Even if we could play customs on Siege, we can't sort of do proper games. But even a custom on Siege would be so nice.
Yeah, because I can't do anything on my laptop. Hashtag Pentium power.
Oof.
So,
my PC's fine, and I love PC gaming. I couldn't play with a controller ever. Last time I played with a controller, I was zombies at yours once, and I was awful.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, so that's Battlefield. Obviously, we've got other Battle Royale games. You mentioned to me something about PUBG earlier.
Yeah,
which I didn't.
player unknown has left Blue Hole Industries.
Which I love the idea of the game just being called Battlegrounds now.
Yeah, so he's gone to pursue a new independent project, I think, or gone to help a new developer. Not sure what he's going to be making, but all I know is he said bye-bye to the PUBG Corp.
Fair enough. See, I don't really follow Battle Royale that much.
No, you've never really got into it.
Well, I got... that's a lie. I never got into PUBG. I never got into Fortnite. I have PUBG. Obviously, everyone's got Fortnite. It's free. Although Fortnite Mobile was fun. I played that a bit on my Galaxy. That was really fun.
Oh, no. I tried to play PUBG Mobile, and you just don't even need to scope in the game. It's so funny.
I seem to remember something in PUBG Mobile when it first came out. Everyone was saying that it was just fake. You were never playing against real people. You were always playing against bots. Yeah,
because everyone is so... Well, I'd love to say the word, but that's going to be bleeped out, isn't it? It's like trying to watch a Moisture Critical podcast.
I never got into PUBG. I have it. Never got into Fortnite. However, COD Black Ops 4 Blackout is so good. I
didn't enjoy it. I just
played it.
Played it once around my mate Harry's. He was really good at it. There's videos of him just yeeting throw knives randomly across hills and killing people in final circle. Okay. I still hate him for that. Sorry, Harry, you'll never be forgiven, and I still want that clip. And yes, we'll try and feature it on the channel because that's just broken. I played it then on my Xbox a little bit because I just pirated my brother's copy of it and just didn't enjoy it because I played it just before Apex was released. And once I played Apex, I thought, ooh.
Are you saying that because Apex is free, so it's easy to access?
Because I love Titanfall. I was amazing at Titanfall 2. I loved it.
I only picked up Titanfall recently, and I was like, this is actually quite fun. However, I don't know if it's the same on console, but on PC it's very difficult to get a Titanfall game.
Yeah, I know Sir Swag mentioned that when it first came out, thus Pepperoni.
Yeah, which is quite upsetting, actually, because it's a good game.
Yeah.
So I think the thing is, my friends don't really play Apex either, and I think if I had 2 other people to play it with, it would be really fun. But solo queuing, in any game really, is pretty crap. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
I barely like solo queuing in casual in Siege. So.
Big oof there. Just casual in Siege is all we need to say about that.
Exactly. Also, with Blackout, they released this new Hot Pursuit mode, which I haven't actually played yet, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Never even heard of it.
Honestly, I don't know much about it. But it's this sort of new game mode with like added vehicles and stuff. I might make a separate video on that because I need to do some research and play it myself.
Yeah, or if that, we'll mention it in the next episode of the Scope In podcast.
Yes, so whenever that will be, 2 years time.
Oh, shut up. Yeah.
I think that's it in terms of gaming. I think you wanted to mention some other stuff. Unless there's any other games you want to mention?
No, just you need to keep playing Mass Effect, little scrub.
There is one other game. I completely forgot. I tell you might have seen some footage on it already. It's called Satisfactory.
Never heard of it. Shoot, mate.
So, think Minecraft Tech-It back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's its own standalone game.
Fair enough, but I enjoy playing Volts back in the day.
Oh, Volts was so good.
Oh, it was.
Playing against your friends and bombing each other was amazing.
You write a little treaty saying, no antimatter bombs, and then there's one who's just like, yeet.
We always used to have like a neutral zone in the middle, which was usually a hill with a penis on top of it.
Yep.
Penis hill, dong hill, either or.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I remember watching the original Yogscast video on Volt.
That was...
back in the day. It was that Duncan,
Lewis, Simon versus Sips and Shin.
That's the one. Oh,
up the
God.
Map with that red map.
Oh, the nostalgia.
I miss it. Like, Guilty Pleasure is still subscribed, you know.
Yeah, I think I am as well.
Many years later. But so yeah, Satisfactory is like this building game, but it's like this So think Minecraft Tech-It meets 3D Factorio.
I have no idea what the last one is.
So Factorio is like a 2D factory building game.
Oh, okay.
So I think so it's that, and then it's like 3D. I'm sure viewers will know what I'm talking about. It's been quite publicised in the media recently, in game media. But other
Fair
than
enough.
that, I don't think there's any new releases coming out. Ready or Not has a couple more trailers, but other than that, nothing much.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Just Anthem, just the annoying YouTube ads I keep getting about that.
Yeah, pretty bad reviews apparently.
Yeah, I can't think of any major games coming out.
Ready or Not has had some trailers, like I said, but it's nowhere near release.
Yeah. No, nothing that I can think of. Apart from, I'm going to touch a little bit about War Thunder, the new patch, that adds like radar guided stuff. The new Japanese high tier fighters. Very pretty aircraft. Yes, very broken. But yeah, that's what I'm going to mention about War Thunder.
I mean, speaking of aircraft,
War Thunder.
Speaking of aircraft, Meta Simulations, hurry up and release your A380 for flight sim. That'd be great.
No, I think that's it on gaming, to be honest.
Gaming. There's a couple of things to mention before we go.
Yeah, just want to talk a bit about the channel. So we've now got our merch. So here's our absolute shameless merch plug. I designed it.
I still can't believe it.
Yeah, I designed it. We've got the original collection out now. Go pick yourself some up, or don't. I designed it. Yeah, I designed it with an hour in Word. So yeah, that's all that needs to be said about that. No, you cannot. I managed to edit a photo better in Microsoft Word than he can in Photoshop.
Look, I can do Adobe Premiere, but I just can't do Photoshop. I can do Adobe InDesign, I can do Adobe Dreamweaver, but I can't do Photoshop. It's beyond me.
So yeah, so go pick up some merch. It's in the description, in the channel description. It's in the description of every single video as well. Some t-shirts, some hoodies, some mugs.
Pretty much everything. There's a clock, I think.
Yeah. No, because I changed it because we changed the website because I didn't like the website because it was overpriced. Yeah, I've changed it to Teespring now. Everything's a lot cheaper.
Am I allowed to plug Ascendance merch, or is that bad?
No, you are not.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
And another shameless plug, go check out our Twitter at A's for ACOG. We post about our videos, we post a little bit behind the scenes.
I haven't had the password for that long.
I can't remember the password for it either. Okay, that'll... And next time's our Twitter might not even work.
Brilliant.
We will be doing updates. Yeah, we've got our Instagrams as well. Mine being Sam's_random_photos.
Mine being drink on the daily.
Even though there is no drinks on there daily at all.
I was talking to someone on Discord and they were like, I took a picture of a mug with a cup of tea and I thought this is kind of fun. So I made an Instagram called Drink on the Daily and I was going to post new photos of drinks every day. I did it for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. I went on holiday and did some there. But then when I was on holiday, I just got a new phone. And so I started taking loads of good landscape shots with the phone, which then I put onto my Instagram. So now I do drinks sometimes, landscapes, food, and
AS Fracog updates.
Yeah, and a couple like whenever a video goes uploaded. Or if you want sneaky peeks on when I'm editing a video, if you check out my Instagram, I usually put some photos on there of Premiere and some of the timeline stuff.
Yeah. On our Twitter, we will be talking about our up-and-coming trip to Glasgow.
Oh, that's going to be memes.
Oh, it's going to be so good. We're going up to Transmit Festival in Glasgow to witness some music. Another thing we just wanted to quickly talk about is Twitch. I can stream from Twitch on my Xbox, so I'm going to have a go at that because Mixer is just... Anyway,
I don't know what that was. I don't want to know.
So you'll find out when you edit this together. Mixer is just Mixer's grim. We don't use that here. We don't talk about that here. So Graham can be streaming a bit on Twitch. I'll start streaming on Twitch if I can. And whenever I'm with Graham, we'll try and do some streams together. So you can witness the difference between this godlike masterpiece and, well, Graham.
Okay, that does depend what you're doing, to be fair. I'd like to say you'd play a simulator of flight sim and try and work out how to fly a plane. I remember last time we tried that. Jesus.
We will also be streaming Kerbal Space Program. Because there's nothing wrong with that game whatsoever.
Oh man, that game is
We
great.
are just utterly
That game is
incompetent.
great. I'm so good at that game. I got my dad to buy me that when I was like, what, 10? He was like, ooh, do you want something? I
Oh,
said, yeah, buy me this game. I was like, okay, and then I like played it once.
and then we played it, then we worked out that we can't even build a rocket
We're
competently.
pretty bad. We're pretty
Oh, we're
bad.
terribly bad.
I've got a friend who's got like over 1,000 hours on that game.
Oof. The last thing I wanted to talk about was any channel ideas. So if you do have any games that you want us to play, anything you think we should be doing, just let us know in the comments. But in the meantime, we'll be playing Rainbow Siege. I would maybe do a little bit more Apex, a little bit of Battlefield, but we are going to be a little bit of COD for Graham Bay over there. But mostly it's going to be Siege. We're going to try and do some operator reviews as well. We've got obviously the scoping podcast that we'll be trying to do quite regularly. Not quite sure on an upload schedule of that. Actually, we're not sure on an upload schedule at all.
We'll work it out one day.
Big oof on that one.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that's it. Graham, have you got anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. Other than like, subscribe, comment, and etc. Because that's generic.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Leave a dislike if you absolutely hate it and you want us to, stop.
Which we won't.
Exactly, but you're in touch or anything.
Go on, roast my face. Yeah, please. Please. So yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.
See you later, guys.
Bye.